I know. Most of you fans out there, especially members of the IWC, do not want Solo Sikoa anywhere near the main event. You don't want him as WWE Champion. You don't want him as the leader of the Bloodline 2.0. And here's the thing, tonight on the return of Smackdown to the USA Network, Solo Sikoa gets one final chance, one final opportunity at the American Nightmare, at the WWE Championship, this time inside a steel cage that is designed to keep the Bloodline 2.0 and anybody else out of the match. That's Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Jacob Fatu. It's designed to keep them out. And make no mistake about it, there is no chance in hell, 0% chance, well, let's give it 1% chance, that Solo Sikoa actually ends up defeating Cody Rhodes and becoming, out of nowhere, WWE Champion. He has 1% chance, in my opinion. That's just my view. My prediction for tonight, I'm hoping this match isn't an overbooked mess. I'm hoping the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes is able to finally put an end to this rivalry, to this feud with Solo Sikoa in a decisive manner. And then, after the bell rings, we get cooking towards Crown Jewel. We get cooking towards Survivor Series, War Games, and Bloodline Civil War. Again, there's a lot of fans out there that aren't happy with the fact that the American Nightmare has been thrust back into Bloodline business. They feel, and again, these are just some of the comments that I've read on social media, they feel like Cody Rhodes is being used. He's the WWE Champion, and yet he is, quote-unquote, a secondary focus in terms of the storyline. And again, it's a valid criticism if you want to see it that way. But in the end, it all serves a purpose. And I keep going back to the fact that when the World Heavyweight Championship was introduced last year on Monday Night Raw, inevitably, fans out there considered it, from the start, the secondary World Championship. So, it's something inevitable. But here's the thing. You can keep Cody Rhodes out of the Bloodline storyline if you want. But eventually, he will fade into obscurity because the Bloodline storyline has been the focal point of WWE for 4+ years. Longer than Cody Rhodes finishing the story. And of course, WWE is not going to just throw it to the side, discard it, and not give a shit about what happens with the Bloodline anymore and just focus on the WWE Champion. Of course, that's not going to happen. But what you can do is keep the attention, keep the focal point on him as well as the Bloodline. And I think that's what they've been doing when it comes to Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa. And again, it makes sense. Solo Sikoa, the brand new leader of the Tribal Chief in his own mind, how else is he supposed to proclaim to the world, to WWE, that he is the leader of this brand new faction, a faction that once dominated WWE for almost 4 years without actually becoming WWE Champion? It doesn't make sense. And that doesn't mean Cody Rhodes is secondary to that story. He's the WWE Champion. Bring him in, put some attention on him, put some respect on his name. And again, it's very interesting to see him interact with the OTC, with the Tribal Chief himself, Roman Reigns, when he does return. I bring it back to movies. Infinity War. Endgame. The MCU. Thanos, Iron Man. You know that was a confrontation you wanted to see. You know that was a rivalry you wanted to see. Does that mean that Captain America needs to be thrown and discarded on the secondary pile? Does it mean that he doesn't matter? No, absolutely not. He is still a part of that storyline. He's not the main point, but he is still a part of that storyline because he is one of the top stars in the MCU, just like Cody Rhodes is one of the top stars in the WWE. Now, there are a lot of rumors saying that The Rock might return tonight on Smackdown. I wouldn't discard it. I wouldn't discount it. It is the debut of SmackDown, or the return of SmackDown on the USA Network. Big things should happen. And again, I hope they happen after the bell rings, after Cody Rhodes is crowned still WWE Champion. But I would put a safer bet on Roman Reigns making a return, because my train of thought still leads me to believe that the wise man, Paul Heyman, is the one who needs to recruit Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Jimmy Uso back into the fold. He needs to make amends with those men before those men are able to fight by Roman Reigns' side. And you keep Roman Reigns as a lone wolf, as the anti-hero, as this figure that doesn't want help, doesn't need help. And then we get to War Games, where he inevitably needs partners. But for tonight, Cody Rhodes retains his WWE Championship. Hopefully that's the end of this Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa feud, and we get a big return. My bet is on Roman Reigns making his return and making a statement against Solo Sikoa once again. So with that said, what are your thoughts on this Solo versus Cody feud? Do you think it's time to put an end to it? Do you think Solo Sikoa has any chance at all of walking out tonight as WWE Champion? Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.